Hello, everybody out there in the digital world. Thanks for clicking on this video. Thanks for your interest in the channel, in the video, in the story, in literature, or just thanks for being cool. It's great to have you. I don't know who you are watching this, but it's great to have you watching this. So a couple of things with this video, the purpose of it being mainly two main purposes. One, I love the story I'm about to read you. It's very, very short. It's about a page and a half, one full page and a half, computer paper style. I'm going to read you the story that I really love. I think it's hilarious. It makes me chuckle every time. It gives me a little laugh. But just as importantly, it's this video, I just want to touch base with the Safari explorers and followers on the YouTube of mine that is this. It is a weird way to describe the channel. But anyways, just a quick update to let you know this channel is fully alive and thriving. I think about it almost every day, and I wish I could be uploading a video every day. That would make my life so happy, because I'd be reading a lot of good stories, and I'd just get to communicate with the people that I care about, which is anybody who is interested in clicking on a video related to literature, of course. Okay, so anyways, really quick, just wanted to touch base. I wanted you all to know, no matter where you are, no matter if you do or don't know me in real life, I don't know, but just wanted to let you know that I am very safe every day when I come to work, because I have backup, and actually my backup's here. It's not over here. It's actually this guy. I have my buddy Chewbacca. Got Chewbacca. I come to work every day, and I'm well guarded. He's got his blaster there. So anyways, a couple other just quick important things I wanted to show you all. We have some important things here, some important quick updates. So the alien is still around, and it's actually been a pretty big important part of the last few weeks here, I guess I could say that. And more information if you want to ask me. Just be happy. But it was some really important things I wanted to share over here. I just wanted to really quickly, I've got the Incredible Hulk. You can't go wrong with the Incredible Hulk. We've got some phenomenal Spider-Man. You can't go wrong with the phenomenal Spider-Man. Listen, we gotta say something here. I got an award one day. I won the award for the messiest desk, and that is right here. Oh, hey, Vinny. How you doing, Vinny? Yeah, messiest desk award. That's me, okay? What else do we have here? Oh, I'm really happy every day because my main man, Spidey, accompanies me. He's got my back just like Chewbacca does. And you know what? If things aren't going too sweet, you know they're Sour Patch. Hey, also, big shout out to Sour Patch. Sour Patch, you know who you are. Big shout out to you. I want to give another shout out to Pickles the Rooster. I think I did that a couple videos ago. Another shout out to Pickles the Rooster. Miss Language Arts. Shout out to Miss Language Arts. Mr. Pop, of course. I'm pretty sure I've got a shout out to Mr. Pop in there somewhere already. But anyways, I got printers on the copy machine. What did I just say? I have copies coming out of the copier. So I should probably get to the story. I'm just very excited to be touching base with all of you. Thank you for listening to my TED Talk. Adios. Just kidding. Here comes the story. This story, it's a fantastic work of literature. It's called The Awful Fate of Melpomenus Jones. The Awful Fate of Melpomenus Jones by Stephen Leacock. I have to be honest with you. I think I've read this. This might be the 5th time I've read this story just in the last couple hours. Today, I love this story, and I needed to share it with you. Again, this channel is very much alive, and I think about it a lot, and I want to upload way more videos than I do. Just time. All right, The Awful Fate of Melpomenus Jones by Stephen Leacock. Some people, not you nor I, because we are so awfully self-possessed, but some people find great difficulty in saying goodbye when making a call or spending the evening, or calling or hanging out with friends. People find it difficult to say goodbye. I'm one of them. As the moment draws near when the visitor feels that he is fairly entitled to go away, he rises and says abruptly, "Well, I think I..." Then the people say, "Oh, must you go now? Surely it's early yet." And a pitiful struggle ensues. I think the saddest case of this kind of a thing that I ever knew was that of my poor friend, Melpomenus Jones, a curate. Such a dear young man, and only 23. He simply couldn't get away from people. He was too modest to tell a lie and too religious to appear rude. Now it happened that he went to call on some friends of his on the very first afternoon of his summer vacation. The next 6 weeks were entirely his own. Absolutely nothing to do. He chatted a while, drank 2 cups of tea, then braced himself for the effort, and said suddenly, "Well, I think I..." But the lady of the house said, "Oh no, Mr. Jones, you can't really stay a little longer. You really can't stay a little longer," is what she said. Jones was always truthful. Remember, he didn't have anything to do for 6 weeks. Shout out Fancy Nancy, by the way. Quick shout out to Fancy Nancy. Also, Autumn Spring. Gotta shout out Autumn Spring. Okay. Now it happened that he went, no, we read past that part. So he doesn't have anything to do for 6 weeks. And this lady says, "Can't you stay a little longer? Don't you have got nothing to do? Can you stay longer?" He doesn't have anything to do for 6 whole weeks. Jones was always truthful and said, "Oh, yes, of course I can stay." "Then please don't go," the woman said. He stayed. He drank 11 cups of tea. Night was falling. He rose again. "Well, now," he said shyly, "I really think I ought..." "You must go," the lady said politely. "I thought perhaps you could have stayed to dinner." "Oh, well, so I could, Jones said. "Oh, well then, you must stay. I'm sure my husband will be delighted." "All right," he said feebly. "I'll stay." And he sank back into his chair, just full of tea and miserable. Papa came home. They had dinner. All through the meal, Jones sat planning to leave at 8:30. All the family wondered whether Mr. Jones was stupid and sulky, or just stupid. After dinner, Mama undertook to draw him out by showing him some photographs. She showed him all the family museums, several gross of them. Photos of Papa's uncle and his wife, the Mama's brother, and his little boy. An awfully interesting photo of Papa's uncle's friends in his Bengal uniform. An awfully well-taken photo of Papa's grandfather's partner's dog. And an awfully wicked one of Papa as the devil for a fancy dress ball. At 8:30, Jones had examined 71 photographs. There were about 69 more to go. Jones rose. "I must say goodnight now," he pleaded. "Say goodnight?" they said. "Why, it's only 8:30. And then, have you anything to do?" "Nothing," he admitted, and muttered something about staying 6 weeks, and then laughed miserably. He hates being here. Melpomenus Jones does not like being at this house. Melpomenus Jones. Okay, here we go, Melpomenus. I have something to show you about my watch after this. Don't let me forget, please. Just then, it turned out that the favorite child of the family, such a dear little romp, had hidden Mr. Jones' hat. So Papa said that he must stay and invited him to a pipe and a chat. Papa had the pipe and gave Jones the chat. And still he stayed. Papa's yapping. Every moment he meant to take the plunge, but couldn't. Then Papa began to get very tired of Jones and fidgeted and finally said, with jocular irony, that Jones had better stay all night, then they could give him a shakedown. Jones mistook his meaning and thanked him with tears in his eyes. And Papa put Jones to bed in the spare room and cursed him heartily. After breakfast next day, Papa went off to his work in the city and left Jones playing with the baby, broken-hearted. His nerve was utterly gone. He was meaning to leave all day, but the thing had got on his mind, and he simply couldn't. When Papa came home in the evening, he was surprised and chagrined to find Jones still there. He thought to jockey him out with a jest, and said he thought he'd have to charge him for his board. The unhappy young man stared wildly for a moment. Melpomenus Jones does not even want to be there, and now he's being asked to pay rent? That was not in the story, that was just an explanation. He stared wildly for a moment, then wrung Papa's hand, paid him a month's board in advance, and broke down in sobs like a child. He just wants to go home, and he ended up just renting a new room somewhere else, and he just wants to go home. In the days that followed, he was moody and unapproachable. He lived, of course, entirely in the drawing room, and the lack of air and exercise began to tell sadly on his health. He passed his time in drinking tea and looking at the photographs. He would stand for hours gazing at the photographs of Papa's uncle's friend in his Bengal uniform, talking to it, sometimes swearing bitterly at it. His mind was visibly failing. At length, the crash came. They carried him upstairs in a raging delirium of fever. The illness that followed was terrible. He recognized no one. Not even Papa's uncle's friend in the Bengal uniform. At times, he would start up from his bed and shriek, "Well, I think and then fall back upon the pillow with a horrible laugh. As I said, I've read this story a few times today, hence all the motions. Then again, he would leap up and cry, "Another cup of tea and more photographs, more photographs." That was a lot of motion. I don't know why I did all that motion. I should settle down. A lot of coffee today. A lot of coffee. At length, and after another month of agony, about 3 to 3.5 weeks in the month, after another month of agony, on the last day of that 6-week summer vacation, Melpomenus Jones passed away. They say that when the last moment came, he sat up in bed with a beautiful smile of confidence playing upon his face and said, "Well, the angels are calling me. I'm afraid I really must go. Good afternoon." And the rushing of his spirit from the prison house was as rapid as a hunted cat passing over a garden fence. Love the story. I won't talk about it too much because I want to keep this video nice and short, and I'm gotta go do some things. So anyways, really quickly, I hope you enjoyed the story. You will hear much more from me in the future. I'm so sorry I take so long to post videos. I want more videos to be posted. It's on me. I'm sorry. You're all awesome. Thanks for clicking on this. Anyways, here's my watch. This is a new little thing here. It's a Spider-Man watch. I got Spidey on my watch, and I enjoy it very much. All right, until next time, everybody, you're awesome. Just stay cool and keep doing your thing. Thanks for watching. Enjoy literature.